Welcome back to another episode of the Blackwell Experience. This is, I am no longer Friends Unfiltered podcast. From here on out, this will be the Blackwell Experience podcast. I felt like this rebranding, name changing was necessary. It kind of went with the flow of what I kind of want to do, and it. I don't know how do I say it. It relates more to me on how I want to run my podcast and in the flow of things. But anyway, uh, welcome to the Blackwell Experience. In today's episode, I kind of want to get in just some interesting topics that I've come across and wrote down, and I know that next week's episode, there's definitely I'm gonna try to get my first guest on. So hopefully I can get that arranged and it aligns with the stars and stuff. So yeah, just watch out for next week's episode. There's gonna be hopefully our first guest on here. So today, do y'all know the oh, first off, I got Seven Brew this morning. I got their new funnel cake macchiato. Freaking good, I tell you that. Hey, Seven Brew, I know y'all are selling like the little toy ducks, like the Jeep, like what you see in Jeeps, like the little toy ducks. If you want to send me those, and I will display them on every video. But yeah, shout out Seven Brew. This new funnel cake macchiato is freaking really good. Um, Also, speaking about Seven Brew, I think if I'm not mistaken, and I saw it on Facebook, but I saw where Virginia, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is getting a Seven Brew. So that's cool. That they're branching outside of just Arkansas, and they could have been in more locations. I don't know. I just saw what I saw on Facebook. So, but yeah, wherever they're putting the Seven Brew in Virginia, y'all are going to be blessed with the best coffee around. I tell you that. Anyway, have y'all ever used like the Worcestershire or Worcestershire sauce? I know it's always been it's just a funny name, and I did some research like where does that name even like come from? And yeah, I did some research, and apparently the Worcestershire sauce comes directly from the county of Worcestershire, England. I didn't even know that was a place, but um, I guess that's where the sauce was invented and produced at. And it says the sauce was created by a chemist, John Leah and William Parents, in the city of Roy, how do you, Worcester. Worcester. it's, it's a funny name. The term Shire in Worcestershire means county, and the sauce name reflects its place of origin. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So the town, well, let's just say this, they live. It's from the city of Worcester, and they added Shire, which is the county that city is in. It's Worcestershire, so that's pretty cool. Um, but I'm gonna try to do some more research on John Leah and William Perrins. But yeah, I use it from time to time whenever I'm cooking on whatever recipe I'm using it on. But um, I don't know. I just decided to do some research on it and found some interesting facts on the name because it's a kind of a interesting, cool name. But anyway, Also learned another fact. Um, did you know woodpeck like the bird woodpeckers, right? So you know that woodpeckers' tongues wrap around its skull, sometimes in the eye socket. I guess it's that long. They got some damn some fucking long ass tongues. Um, that's pretty cool. I saw like a diagram or whatever you want to call it, or a picture of it showing like where the tongue goes, and it literally, as it says, wraps around the skull of its head, like all the way almost to the front, and then sometimes I guess uh, maybe different fucking woodpeckers are different, but I guess the tongue is a little extra longer for some birds, and it goes into I guess behind the eye socket. So that's freaking weird. Today might be a little bit shorter episode just because I wanted to announce, the I guess grand reopening of my podcast and the rebranding, renaming. And I got somewhere to be in about 15 minutes. So, but anyway, I play a lot of Call of Duty and Warzone and stuff, and I can't remember where I saw this at, but um, I guess camping. I don't know if y'all play Search and Destroy or not. I play a lot of Search and Destroy. I think it's pretty fun game mode on there. But camping and Search and Destroy is flank resistance. It's not actually camping. So that's going to be my new excuse. I'm not saying that I camp every time, but I guess I say I won't be camping at all because it's called a flank resistance. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of dudes on there that get mad about flank resistance. It's strategical. It's a way of playing, not camping. Flank resistance. Also, I want to talk about me. So me, I can't remember if I mentioned this in a previous podcast or not, but it kind of just popped up in my head a couple days ago, and I know it's been a few weeks. I just had to get some things handled and doing all the rebranding and renaming, switching social medias and all that stuff. So bear with me here, but anyway, yeah, I can't remember if I said this in a previous podcast or not, but so me and my brother, uh, my little brother, we went to a Waffle House probably a month or two ago, maybe a month ago, and it was in the morning, just down the road, and we sat at this table like next to the window, and there was a guy and maybe a woman. I can't really tell because he was behind me, but I know for sure there was a guy behind me sitting down, and this waitress, I guess, that she's been like talking to him every so often whenever she comes and gets refills or whatever, and I guess the guy like recognized her, and I guess he knew her mom, and he told her that he was like, "Hey, you look, I know your mom. You look just like her." What did he say? He said, "Oh, what did he say? You look just like her. Like you just popped right over her butthole." I was like, I looked at my brother like, what did this guy just say to this this woman? And that's a interesting comparison to make with somebody that looks like their mom. You popped right over her butthole. You just look a lot like her. So yeah, me and my brother uh, try not to bust out laughing, but I think I think the waitress knew that we heard that and we were kind of like keeping in our laughter because she went back behind the counter and I saw it, or I looked over at her and she saw us chuckling a little bit and she seemed embarrassed, but um, that was pretty funny. The shit you see at Waffle House, no matter what time it is, it's worse. Now I will say it is worse during like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's when you really see some shit. But trust me, I've been there. a lot of Waffle House stories in my day. So um, I know this is not like a new thing, but I've been seeing the. Have y'all seen the Bigfoot vlogs? The AI generated, like it's a Bigfoot vlogger. I always watch those, and I think it was pretty funny. And that's I use so I have like the Chat GPT and some of the AI um, apps downloaded. Like I use Google Veo 3 too. Also, I'm trying to use that more for like you'll see it in this video for my little introduction to my new podcast name. But uh, it's crazy like what AI can do. Like it looks almost real. Like the I mean speaking the about the Bigfoot vlogs, like it looks extremely real. How like the Bigfoot is like it's insane, and it's almost scary too because the future of AI, like what it is now, is pretty good, but it's like what can it turn into? Um, there's a bunch of different ways. I can't list all of them, but uh, if it advances more than what it is now, I think it could get a little sketchy and scary. Um, but yeah, I always watch the Bigfoot vlogs on TikTok. I think I see them sometime on YouTube too, like the shorts. But it's pretty cool, and that's what kind of got me into the. I'm starting to use Chat GPT more and Google Veo 3, and like it's very like cool and interesting to me. The type of stuff that you can create using AI. It's pretty cool. Um, what else do I get here today? Oh yeah, I don't know. So this could be like a conspiracy theory or not. I don't know. It might be factual too. But I heard something about an underground city in Las Vegas. And apparently there's like tunnels that connect through all out the city, and there's a bunch of like homeless people that live down there in like complete darkness. No light, and I guess some of them are hostile, but some of them are nice from the short clip that I've seen. But that's crazy. It's almost like Las Vegas was built on top of this underground city tunnel system. Like, what was that put there for before they built the city? And I guess a lot of stuff goes, Area 51 is over there and stuff too, I think. Yeah. So, I don't know. There could be a bunch of different reasons why. Maybe it's just because of like, uh, sewage drainage or storm drainage. But I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm into like the fuck, I can't fucking say it. Urban exploration. I'm sorry. Urban exploration, and I kind of want to do that too. Probably here in the future. Um, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing I learned about, it's called a Glock Dookie, and it's probably one of the number one reasons I don't want to go to jail now ever. So apparently, Glock Dookie is what they call it, is a water bottle or some kind of container that's filled with piss, feces, uh, other human excremities, if you know what I mean. And it ferments in this bottle for like weeks. And then whenever somebody tries to jump somebody or gets in a fight, they will spray this this Glock Dookie stuff all over you. And I'm telling you what, if that happens to me, I'd probably just I don't know. It'd be bad. I think it'd be bad. That's absolutely disgusting. Uh, yeah, Glock Dookie. That that if anything is gonna keep me away from jail, that's definitely one of them. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to Stan Smith, Stann Smith on TikTok. He's a rapper, and I watch a couple of his TikToks, and he's a pretty good rapper. Shout out to Stan Smith. Y'all go check him out on TikTok. I'm sure he has other social medias as well. If I remember, I'll link them down into the description. But yeah, shout out Stan Smith, dude. You're one hell of a rapper. So I like your music. I didn't know this. I'm really big into fishing. Um, and since I brought up that topic, I want to give a really big shout out to my best friend Tyler Gwynn. He just launched his new fishing, outdoors, hunting YouTube channel. It's called Waypoint 68 Outdoors. Y'all go subscribe, like, comment, and share his YouTube channel. And yeah, big shout out to you, Tyler. Again, it's Waypoint 68 Outdoors on YouTube. Um, and he's on Facebook, uh, X, and Instagram, and TikTok as well. So yeah, y'all go support him. I'm also in his video as well. We went jugging down in Lake Peckerwood here in Arkansas, and got some pretty good catfish out of there. So you cannot stay, especially during the summer, you cannot stay out there uh, till like dark, because the amount of mosquito, it's not like a swarm of mosquitoes like flood the top of this lake. It's and these mosquitoes aren't little, little dinky ones. They're probably about, I've seen them about probably about half an inch long or big. They're crazy out there. But yeah, we went during the day, stayed there till right till almost dark, and then we gotta get out of there because, dude, my ankles are still tore up from the mosquitoes. They are insane out there. Also, I didn't know. I know the species of fish called carp, but I didn't know until up until recently that they're like super invasive. And I guess they just tear up literally everything. Um, also saw a TikTok video of uh, I can't remember who it was, but whoever like owned this lake or whatever, or or manages it, or they had like three 55-gallon barrels, and they were like offering money for people to catch these carp and like get rid of them, like you can put them in this barrel. So that's when I found out like carp is like super invasive. Also, there's one more thing I'll put up here on the screen. There is a 95.4% of y'all have not subscribed that watch my videos. If y'all want to hit the subscribe button, it's free. It takes literally half a second to scroll down, hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the like button. And if you want to comment and share my videos, if y'all uh, like watching me and want to support me, that helps out a ton. So, but yeah, I'll put up little analytics thing of the percentage on there, and 4.6% of y'all are subscribed that watch me. So yeah, it literally takes half a second, if not shorter, to hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. So, oh, also, I can't believe I almost forgot. I want to thank y'all so much for. We are at 53 subscribers right now, so that's a huge milestone for me. Um, I never would have thought I would have got this many. I say this many. It's 53, but I'm very thankful for all 53 of y'all that have subscribed to me. So yeah, shout out to y'all, and thank you very much. Next, I'm hoping to get to 100, hopefully by the end of this year. 100 subscribers is my next goal. So yeah, y'all, whoever's watching, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we're gonna keep trucking along. I saw this quote by Denzel Washington. I really like Denzel Washington. He's a very good actor. Um, he says when the devil ignores you, when the devil ignores you, you're doing something wrong, and when the devil comes at you, you're doing something right. And I think it was some kind of motivational TikTok that I saw, and I saw that I was like, that is a freaking really good quote, really good quote. So I wanted to write that down and share that with y'all. Another kind of like mysterious kind of thing here in Arkansas. I don't know if y'all have heard of it, but it's called the Gurdon Light in Gurdon, Arkansas. Um, I'm trying to refresh my memory because I did a little research about it, but apparently there's a like floating light that goes across these that you'll see on these train tracks in Gurdon, Arkansas. And I can't. I'm trying to remember the story, but something about some kind of man that died or something. But whenever you go there at night, you'll see this floating, like almost lantern. And a bunch of people have said that they've seen it. I want to say that I have been there before. It must have been a long time ago when I was a kid, but I want to say that I saw the light too. But that's another thing I want to go do. I want to go back there and see if I see it again. But it's kind of cool, you know. I mean, I don't really believe in ghosts or anything, but you know, maybe there is. Who knows? Uh, so I can't remember who talked about it. I think it might have been the Unsubscribed podcast. I want to say it might have been the Fat Electrician. Um, we talked about how Little Caesars is like the biggest, most successful dick joke. And I'm trying to remember what he said, but something about like the way like the mascot, like the character of Little Caesars is shaped, and like the story behind it, like it's basically a dick joke. And so that, so if you're ordering Little Caesars, you're ordering from a comp a company that's basically a dick joke. So and shout out Little Caesars though too. Little Caesars, they got pretty good pizza. So I like the breadsticks too. The breadsticks are pretty good. Uh, but you can't beat Olive Garden breadsticks. Olive Garden breadsticks are really good. And on the topic of like food though, talking about breadsticks, there's this place. So I used to live in Muscuda, Illinois, and there used to be a old Italian like restaurant, like pizza place, and I can't remember the guy's name. He was a big fat Italian guy. He was probably part of the mafia, but he was a super cool dude. Uh, my dad was really good friends with him, but the restaurant was called Mama Gusto's. If any of y'all out there have been there before they permanently closed down, let me know. But they had the best damn cheese sticks. Like the cheese pull on these things every time is like freaking long. And that is butter sauce you would dip it in. Oh my god! But you had to be careful though, because if you uh, like didn't chew up the cheese uh, pretty good, you end up like choking on it a little bit because it would go down your throat. But yeah, I really wish they would open up again. But yeah, shout out Mama Gusto's. Maybe the guy that ran it will comment or something. But Mama Gusto's has had the best damn cheese sticks ever had in my life. Also saw this video on TikTok. Apparently, y'all probably know the restaurant Twin Peaks. I've been there a couple times. I don't go there much. I'm married. Can't really go there. But apparently, the girls there have to be like dressed up to this like policy or this code, and they're like graded on it. And I thought that was pretty wild. Like, but like if they don't follow this like policy or this dress code on how they have to dress to like a T, they end up losing points. And I guess that affects them somehow. I have to go back and look on how it affects them. Maybe it's for pay or oh no, it was for they I think they get to pick their section, and I guess certain sections are uh, more heavily crowded or more willing to tip. I guess, but I thought that was really wild. Like you're graded by this point system on how you dress. So I can't. I can't say that I agree or disagree with it. I just thought it was kind of weird, you know. I wonder if Hooters does the same thing. Because Hooters and Twin Peaks are kind of like basically the same thing. I know Twin Peaks probably has some different stuff. I was gonna say Twin Peaks has better food. They might have better food, but I don't want to offend Hooters either because Hooters has good food too. Came across this short clip of this. I guess it was a radio show or podcast or something, but basically there was these two women on this radio show saying that men shouldn't wear jerseys to sports games. And I only saw a clip of it, so I can't tell if they were being sarcastic or like funny, but like why not? And they ended up it being about getting uh, you shouldn't wear it if you're trying to find a girlfriend or trying to get a girl. I mean, who the fuck are you to say what I can and can't wear anyway? And it should be none of your damn business of uh, who I'm trying to get with what I'm trying to wear. Like it didn't make any sense to me. But this one lady said you have to essentially be an athlete to wear a sports jersey or a jersey to support whoever the team or who's on the team. I don't understand that. All right, go. Anyway, um, like why can't you support or represent your team and the player that you like? I don't. Why do you have to be an athlete to be able to put on a jersey? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. And frankly, I definitely disagree with whatever she's saying. And she also said that if you're not an athlete and you put on a jersey of your favorite team with your favorite player on the name on the back, that it's cosplay. Why? I No, the way people think absolutely fucking baffles me. I mean, why does it matter to you in the first place? And she said, "Oh, I'm an athlete. I have the right to wear a jersey. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I can wear whatever I want to wear, whenever I want to wear it. It's cosplay. This makes no fucking sense. The person or team you're representing, they don't know you, so you shouldn't wear it or something like that. I was like, it doesn't matter. If I want to, I have a Todd Gurley whenever he played for the Rams. I still have his jersey, and I wear that sometimes. Shout out Rams. Y'all, I know a lot of y'all are gonna disagree with me on my favorite football team, but yeah, I was, my childhood was spent in Illinois, um, and St. Louis was like what 20, 30 minutes away from me, and I played on the Rams field whenever they were in St. Louis too. So yeah, shout out the Rams. I don't know why they moved to California. That makes no sense. And so now I can't go to a game unless I'm rich to get a ticket, hotel, food, all that shit just to go watch a game. Uh, I wish they didn't move. I wish they stayed in St. Louis. But but anyway, that's some dumb shit I heard about. You can't wear a jersey because the team doesn't know you, the player doesn't know you. It's dress up, it's cosplay, it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't even know if I want to say this, but another 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 thing that it almost like grosses me out. But another thing that I learned is called a oh gosh, it's so nasty. It's called a cooter muffin. Oh, I'm about to puke even just saying it. It's like some woman said that her husband loves it. Oh, it's absolutely disgusting. Apparently, when she makes muffins, but she puts her discharge in the muffins. Ugh. Hold on, I'm trying not to freaking puke, dude. And bakes it. Oh God, I'm gonna puke. Anyway, next subject. I can't talk about it. That's just something disgusting I learned. Oh yeah, I want to shout out to Todd Graves with Raising Cane's. They have the best chicken around, and I like the fries and the bread too, but also the cane sauce. But yeah, y'all probably had Raising Cane's before. If you haven't, you need to freaking try it. Their chicken is delicious. I saw there was this man, and he's probably in his like 50s or so, but I guess he wanted to splurge and try a new food that he's never tried before. And what do you call it? It's an African style food restaurant place. He's asking the guy like what's this and this, and he ends up picking out just like a piece of meat. I guess he's picky. He takes one bite. He takes one bite. If I can find the video, I'll try to put it in there. He takes one bite of this meat, and then it immediately cuts to him like walking out and getting in his car. He said, "Yeah, this is just not for me," and I thought that was hilarious. He took like the smallest bite, and it cuts to him saying, "This is just not for me." Like weird foods I've been on. I love cruise lines, like going on cruises. I've been on three. I've been to uh, Cozumel, Jamaica, Costa Maya. Where have I been? What's the one that starts with a P? Uh, Progresso. I've been them multiple times, but I've had some weird foods. I've had chicken hearts. I've had escargot. I've had um, what do you call it? Ox tongue. Um, I can't remember what else I had there, but it actually surprised me pretty good. I didn't think I would like the escargot. I think escargot is snails, but the way they cooked it, like you couldn't even taste it. It tasted like almost like a shrimp. A little bit on the slimier side, but it was pretty good. I like trying new weird foods like that, but the chicken hearts tasted just like chicken too. So you know what also tastes like chicken? Alligator tastes like chicken, which I've only had it cooked one way. Maybe if you cook it a different way, maybe it don't taste like chicken. But the way I've had it when I go to Branson, there's a restaurant there. It's kind of on the water, and I'll get the alligator bites, and it tastes like chicken. Who knows? It could be chicken. It could be bullshit, and it could not be alligator. I don't know. But as far as I know, it tastes like damn chicken. So yeah, this podcast called the Useless Hotline Podcast said that he's a British UK guy, and he says that a rugby team can take on an American football team, and I absolutely disagree with that. First of all, a couple key points to list here. Uh, American football team has pads literally everywhere, and a rugby team doesn't. Even though the rugby players are a little bit more muscular build, but they're not going to hit to their full potential or as hard as they can, because if they do, then they're most likely going to get hurt, dislocated shoulder or something, break something. With the American football team, they have pads, so they can hit harder than they would if they didn't have pads. The same thing with the UFC and the bare fist boxing. You're not going to hit a brick wall with no padding on your hand as hard as you can, because you're going to break your hand. Now with gloves, you're going to hit the brick wall harder than you would without it, because it's not going to break your hand. Now you could still break your hand, but you can still punch harder with padding than without padding. It's funny that the UK, I'm not trying to diss them, but they have no idea. They have no idea. Now don't get me wrong here. I do like rugby. I like the what's the Brazilian, the all black team, black jerseys, whatever they're called. I like watching them in the, I think it's called the haka that they do before the game. That gets you going. I could have said the name wrong. I don't know, but oh yeah. So there was this one time where I used to do some cable work um, around the central Arkansas area, and there is this one time, and I will never forget. I walk into this house. I think to install cable for this person to get Wi-Fi or to fix their box or something. I Now, mind you, this person's outside of the house is trashed already, so you can imagine what the inside looks like. And I would have never thought it would have been this. I go inside there, and there is a million and a half cats everywhere. Cat shit, cat piss everywhere. The front doormat that's or the front carpet that's inside when you step inside the house is soaked in piss. It was absolutely disgusting. And and I walk in there and the smell of pneumonia like automatically hit me in the face and like burned my nose. Like it, I guess cat piss when it festers or marinates or sits around for a long time, like turns into this pneumonia smell. And oh my god, I could not stay in there. I had to leave. I was like, somebody else can do this, or this is not a condition that somebody can work in. Disgusting, powerful pneumonia smell was like overpowered. Like it burnt my nose in my freaking face. It was, I had to get out of there. But like, I don't understand how people can live in that. Like, there's cat piss and shit everywhere, and like, I guess those people become nose blind to it. But it was something that I will never forget and don't ever want to experience again. A little off subject here too. It's probably gonna be my last point for this episode, but um, if y'all want to eat steak, you better get it now, like right now, because the cattle market is uh, going up and it's going up fast. Talking like pricing wise, uh, I wrote down some points here. Yeah, it's getting expensive. It's almost 2,000 plus a head right now uh, for cattle. And when you break it down in like hanging weight and what you get for like the processing weight, um, it's like ungodly expensive. And I used to butcher and process cattle, and that's before it went up. But even before it went up, it was still hella expensive. But now they're wanting 2,000 plus a head. Um, yeah. So if you want to get steak, you better get it now because the price is going up fast, and it's getting really expensive. I wonder, and I got to do some more research on it, but I wonder why it's doing that. Yeah, one more point before I go today. I saw this like on TikTok they have the TikTok shop ads of like you know the stuff they're selling on TikTok, and there was this ad of this like little fidget toy of this cat, and like you press the button or like scroll this wheel, and it looked like it was like playing with his balls, and the balls like go around. And just, some of the weird Chinese shit you see on there is just absolutely insane. Um, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, that concludes today's episode. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share if you want to. Share it to your grandma. Share it to your dad, your family, your friends. Anything helps. But yeah, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.